I never thought I'd be the kind of man to disappear. I always believed in facing things head on, talking through problems, fixing what's broken. But some betrayals, they strip you so raw, so empty, that silence becomes the only honest response. My name's Andrew. I'm 43. Quiet by nature, but I've always been dependable. I married Natalie 9 years ago. She was bold, the kind of woman who filled a room without saying a word. We were opposites in every way. She was energy, I was structure. She danced through life. I organized it. And maybe that's what drew me in. She made me feel like I was alive in a way I hadn't felt in years. We built a life. Nothing extravagant, but stable. I worked in operations for a logistics firm. Good salary, long hours. Natalie used to manage a boutique downtown, but after COVID hit, she never really returned to full-time work. I didn't mind carrying the load. I saw it as part of the deal. That's what love meant to me, shouldering things when the other person can't. But about a year ago, things began to shift. She started dressing up more often, going out in the evenings, claiming she was meeting old friends. I didn't question it much at first. She deserved a life beyond our marriage. I trusted her, at least I thought I did. Then came the night I recognized cologne. It was subtle but sharp, expensive, one I knew well. My boss Evan wore it. He was flashy, young, divorced, loud in meetings, always bragging about new investments and younger women. We weren't friends, just colleagues, but I'd been to enough after-work functions to know his scent like a second skin. That night, when Natalie walked past me to drop her keys on the counter, I knew. I didn't say anything, but something inside me buckled. I sat with her for a while, 2 weeks, maybe 3. Then quietly I asked her if she'd seen Evan recently. She hesitated, smiled a little too long. No, of course not. Why would I? That was the first lie. And once someone lies, everything that follows feels crooked, slanted, off-kilter. I didn't press her. I just started observing. Her texts became private. She started showering at odd times. She began guarding her phone like it was a grenade. So I did something I never thought I would. I checked her messages one morning while she was asleep. They weren't explicit, just fragments. Dinner plans. Loved last night. Emojis that felt too warm for friendship, and one photo taken at a restaurant I'd recommended to Evan just last month. I confronted her, not with anger, just quiet, tired honesty. She admitted it. She said she was curious. That Evan gave her attention I hadn't lately. She swore it was just a couple dinners. That nothing happened. That she was sorry. I told her she saw him again. I was done. That was the line I drew. She nodded, cried a little, said she understood, promised it was over. It wasn't. Last Thursday, I came home early from work. Client meeting got canceled. As I pulled into the driveway, I noticed her car was gone. She hadn't mentioned going out. Something didn't sit right. I opened a shared location we'd both enabled years ago, just out of habit. She was downtown again, at the same rooftop place Evan always bragged about. I waited, sat in silence in our living room, surrounded by a home filled with 9 years of life, 9 years of trust photos, throw pillows, inside jokes. 3 hours later, she walked in humming, hair curled, eyes bright, lipstick perfect. She didn't lie this time. Maybe she didn't think I'd check. Maybe she didn't care. She just kissed me on the cheek, said she was starving, and went to the kitchen. I watched her open the fridge like nothing happened. And that's when I made my decision. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I didn't even tell her I knew. I just disconnected. That night, while she slept, I packed what I needed. My documents, clothes, my laptop. I left a wedding album on the dresser, open to a photo where we were laughing, young, untouched by lies. By morning, I was gone. I shut off my phone, canceled my lease through my lawyer, transferred my direct deposits to a new account, and left the rest behind. She didn't deserve an explanation. She deserved silence, the kind that echoes. I disappeared to a coastal town I used to visit as a kid, rented a small place with a view of the ocean, got a job helping a friend with a construction business. Manual work. Honest, I sleep better now. It's been 8 months. I never heard from her directly, though mutual friends said she tried, called my family, posted on social media. missing husband, emotional breakdown. She spun it however she needed to. But I never looked back. Some people think disappearing is weakness, but sometimes it's the most powerful thing you can do. When you leave without a word, you take away their last chance to twist the story. She went out with my boss behind my back again. And this time I didn't beg. I didn't fight. I didn't ask why. I just left. And in that silence, I finally found myself.